Yo, what is up guys, Great here, and today we've got our week 9 game of the UBL. We're going up against Kelly, aka UndertheRadar, and his Maryland Torterrapins. Much like the name for this game, make sure to go and sub to him. Obviously go and watch his side of the battle. And we're getting straight into this. I think to clinch playoffs here, we need to lose by 2-0 or better. He does bring the armor star, so that means I have to lead off with my Slowbro. Doesn't bring the Nidoqueen, which is actually amazing for me. Nidoqueen was really good for my Vikavolt, so I'm glad that I didn't bring that. Actually, I could lead off with my Vikavolt and Volt Switch, but I really need to keep it around for the Sizzle. And Decidueye, I guess, as well, actually. I don't think I predicted the Decidueye to come. So, yeah, that could be a little bit of a problem. Armstar seems like a likely lead. Drapion actually looks pretty good in this game. It looks very good if I can get set up. We do have the Facade for a potential Will-O-Wisp Rotom Heat. Honestly, I built this team a little while ago, so I don't necessarily remember why I put some moves on certain things, but now it's kind of coming back to me. We have a Choice Scarf Trick, Porygon Z just for the Suicune in case it's Calm Mind. I could also lead off with Drapion. It does have a very good matchup. But I think actually Slowbro is kind of quite safe. I don't switch in amazingly to the Decidueye. If I lose my Vikavolt, do I switch in okay to Sizzle? Probably okay. But we'll have to see. Slowbro obviously not looking like the greatest mon in this game. But that means it's probably quite expendable. We should be able to kind of use it to pivot around a little bit. Hopefully stop the hazards from going up too much. These are for Mantis, the Omastar. So okay, we do get a lead matchup at least. I don't think this can do all too much to me. I think this is just going to set up hazards and it's going to be annoying. It's going to be very annoying, but we aren't too affected by the hazards. Does Scold... I want to say that Scold's got a 2-hit KO this. Potentially not. Future Sight obviously doing a lot of damage. I'm just going to click Scold. So he is just going to set up the hazards. Again, this is going to be a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. I didn't necessarily expect the Omastar to turn up, so... I'm just going to click it again. I think clicking Scold is just fine. I think he probably gets up a second layer of spikes, or he sets up Stealth Rock. Potentially Toxic Spike as well. You could also just switch out into like Suicune. That's also entirely... Yeah, it just sets up rocks. So we are going to take down the Omastar. But really it's done his job for him, so... a little bit frustrating to have to try and work around that, but we should be okay. I'd like to think we'll be okay. The biggest issue I've got is probably the Decidueye. Like, I do need to keep my Vikavolt healthy. I believe we can probably live a hit from this, and Slowbro is quite expendable. I'm quite happy just to Scold again here. We are Assault Vest, so we should take a hit just fine. He's going to Nasty Plot. He just straight up Nasty Plots. We're getting some good damage, very good damage. If you use max special attack with Thunderbolt and Nasty Plot, it will knock us out. It will take us out, even though we are Assault Vest. Very likely he has Thunderbolt. I think he more than likely clicks it here. Am I okay letting this go down? Honestly, like, it's not doing a great deal for me in this game outside of Lati. Yeah, outside of Lati, it's really not doing a great deal. I think he kind of has to click Thunderbolt, but I also don't want to go into my Lando and take like stupid amounts of damage off on that. +2 overheat is doing a lot. What else can I go into here? Realistically, there's not a lot I can go into. I think sacking Slowbro here is probably just to play. Yeah, I'm going to sack it off. Slowbro doesn't have an amazing roll. He does go for the Thunderbolt. I could have gone into Lando, but we actually take that. And we're going to be able to knock out this Rotom. So Slowbro actually picked up 2 kills after I said that it doesn't have a great matchup in this game. So really kind of goes to show what I know. So it couldn't have been max special attack, because Thunderbolt, that's still a Lando. That's of course going to do no damage. Actually, it's a roll. Thunderbolt was a roll. If he's not max special attack, then the roll was definitely in my favour. If he was max special attack, then he got like the lowest of low rolls there. He can just U-turn quite freely. Do I want to keep this healthy? Not particularly. I'm not really all that worried about it. So I'm just going to Flamethrower. If he tries to Swords Dance or something, then yeah, he is going to get taken out. I'm happy just to sack off Slowbro. It's done a good job in this game. It can't really check Lati anymore, so I don't feel like there's too much point in me keeping it. And realistically, we only need 2 more kills to actually clinch playoffs. So I'm going to kind of work towards that, as well as trying to win the game, of course. Like, that's, I think, a given that I'm going to try and win this game. He goes into this thing, and honestly, that's like one of the biggest issues on my team, for my team even. I could go Drapion and just set up a Swords Dance. I honestly think that's a fine play. I'm just going to go Drapion. If he wants to go Suicune, that's fine. My set is kind of to try and get crits, get damage off on stuff. I don't think he wants to stay in. I don't think he's going to stay in, so I'm going to Swords Dance. Yeah, he's going to withdraw. I'm expecting the Suicune to come in. Nebula, that is the Suicune. So +2. How much are we doing to a Suicune? It is Crocoon set. We are at +2 with a crit. We are doing a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm just going to click Night Slash. I have no real reason not to. As long as we get the crit, this is going to do a lot. We don't get the crit, unfortunately. Scold, please no burn. And we do have the Facade in case we did. We didn't get the burned. So, I mean, if we were burned, how much were we actually doing? I'm going to click Night Slash again. Hopefully this time we do get the crit, because it would knock out the Suicune from this range. It would definitely knock out Suicune from this range. I think my Porygon should be able to take out the Decidueye, potentially, with Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball's doing a lot of damage to it. Again, Night Slash, can we get the crit this time? High crit chance, we don't get the crit. Super unfortunate. We should be able to take this one though. Yeah. And he does get the burn. So, in this situation, I do go for the Facade. Suicune. All we need is 1 crit. With Scope Lens, using a high crit chance move, but we're at +2. We are burned. Facade should knock this out. Facade should always knock this out. Yeah, so we're able to pick up that kill result. We get the crit on the Facade. What the okay. Okay. And Drapion is going to go down. That kind of sucks. But at the same time, it's not the worst. What's he still got around? Scizor, he's got the Decidueye, and he's got the Lati. What's my best? I mean, I kind of need this to keep around. I could go into... I think Golurk's kind of fine. I think maybe he wants to go into his Lati here. I mean, also, Lando is a good all-round player, can just click knockoff. I think that's probably my play here. Lati could be an issue late game. Lati could definitely be an issue. We are going to take some Rock Chip. So he actually goes out into the Decidueye. Get the Intimidate on this. So if he is Decidueye... If he's a spec set, he doesn't knock me out of Leaf Storm. If he's any other item, if he's any item except for Colbur, we should knock him out with knockoff. As we do. Fantastic. So we are clinched for playoffs now. I think that's how it works. We are just clinched for playoffs. He was lefties on that. And if he goes into Lando, we knock off that as well, and it should just kill. If he goes Sizzle, that makes sense. It does make sense. I do want to keep the HP on this. You could also just SD. SD is entirely possible. I do want to keep HP though. Realistically, I should be able to deal with this Sizzle still. Do I just want to... And if he U-turns, I gotta... Yeah. If I U-turn, I gotta go back into my Lando. I do take a little bit of chip. Unless he's Ice Beam, he shouldn't knock me out with any one move on his Lati. If he goes for Bullet Punch here, we tank that. It actually goes for knockoff. That's kind of fine. That's actually fine with me. And it puts him in this position where he probably doesn't want to switch. He is actually going to U-turn. Okay. So we're going to just about be able to take rocks. I think we take one lot of rocks on the switch in. Does Go Lurk take a hit from this? Can I just go Lurk and click Poltergeist? Latios, Choice Specs. I do not take a Draco from this at all if it is Choice Specs. I can good Scarf for Scarf. At this point, it's kind of all Porygon is good for. How much is Porygon doing to Sizzle if he switches? We know he's not banded, so it could be Spadef. How much is PZ? It's not doing a lot. It's not doing a ton. I mean, I should just be able to knock it out with... Yeah, I'm just going to go out into my my PZ here. I kind of want a trick, expecting him to want to switch out. I could definitely go for a trick, like Choice Scarf him. Shadow Ball also does good damage. I could just Shadow Ball and then stay in. Do I lose if he gets set up with SDs? Entirely possible. He's got to fear the Ghost or... can I calc the damage to Vikavolt? I mean, that looks to be roughly the kind of damage it was doing. I want a trick. Do I lose anything from tricking? I mean, if he attacks, then I do, so... I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball. I think he is going to switch. No, he isn't. Okay. So Shadow Ball should actually do enough here. It doesn't quite. He can knock me out, that's fine. He gets Spadef drop, I don't think that's going to matter. Aura Sphere. That's going to knock me out. 100% that knocks me out. And now I can just go into... he's Life Orb. Okay. That's good information. Life Orb... I mean, whatever he just takes... I can take a hit. Or not take a hit, as it may be. Does my Golurk live a knockoff from Adamant? If he is Adamant... there's a chance to knock me out. I just click U-turn regardless, I think, here. Because if he decides to switch, then... yeah, then I get the initiative. I go back into... I can go into my Golurk. I do take some damage. I do take some damage. And then I can just Fire Punch. And hope that he isn't Adamant max attack, because that would actually knock me out after rocks and stuff. Yeah, I could have just Earthquaked, in all fairness, on that turn. Yeah, I'm going to throw off a Fire Punch. We might actually outspeed it if it's just Spadef. Yeah, we are. So, that is just going to be the game. That is just going to be the game. Because he just takes one lot of life orb, so we are going to pick up the win here. We're going to go to 6-3? 6-3? Yeah, 6-3 to end off the season. I'm going to go out into my Lando, try and preserve a differential point, because why not? If he goes for anything that's not Ice Beam, then we'll take that hit. Actually, Draco probably does enough. I would have thought Draco does enough. Actually, I was going to say, he could have Roost. He could have Roost. I don't know if Life Orb actually knocks me out. I would have thought that, yeah, at this point it probably does. I might actually still lose this game. I just spoke way too early. Slice Shock. Do we take that? We do. We just barely. Okay. So, I definitely spoke too soon with the saying that we won the game. Absolutely should not have said that when, you know, Roost was a possibility. Also, I could have just poltergeisted, I think, on that turn before, but yeah, good game to Kelly. I definitely spoke too soon. I won't be doing that again. Yeah, we pick up the 3-0. I think that means we go to 6-3 plus 9. I think we end up on the season. So we actually go 4-1 since taking over this team. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so we took over the team at 2-2. We managed to go 4-1 since. So I think that's a pretty successful second half of the season. I wanted to do well with this team, and yeah, it's been really good. I've actually really enjoyed it. Apologies if you can hear my girlfriend in the background. She is playing Overwatch, and she's trying to be quiet, in fairness. She is trying to be quiet. But yeah, if you did enjoy the battle, please do leave a like and subscribe, so you don't miss out on UBL playoffs. We've got APA Academy playoffs. I don't know whether that's gone up. I can't remember the timings. Like, games are being played all over the place. I don't know which game, when the upload for various games is. So yeah, there's probably APA playoffs. There's going to be UBL playoffs. Hopefully UPBA playoffs as well. For all I know, at this point, we could be clinched for UPBA. We could be out of UPBA playoffs. Who knows? But make sure to go and check out Kelly's side of the battle. Make sure to subscribe. He's been a really great guy. We've had a pretty easy time scheduling as well, which is always great with Americans that I can actually find the time. But yeah, make sure to go and check him out. Show him some love. And until the next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.